Now, Errol Spence came out and said, that man said that Terence Crawford was being taken advantage of by Bob Arum, Top Rank. He also said that Terence Crawford was being finessed and he wasn't being paid right by Top Rank and Bob Arum. And he said that Terence Crawford didn't deserve a 50-50 split based on the numbers. That's what Errol Spence said. But when we take a closer look at the numbers, we see that in Terence Crawford's last fight against Amir Khan, he made $5.5 million. Amir Khan made $5 million. So that's a 55-45 split in Terence Crawford's favor. Now, when we look at Errol Spence's last fight with Mikey Garcia, that was a 50-50 split. Mikey Garcia wasn't a champion. Errol Spence only made $3 million, and Mikey Garcia got $3 million. That's $3 million apiece. So not only did Terence Crawford make more money than you in his last fight, he gave Amir Khan a 45% split on the pay-per-view back end. You gave Mikey Garcia, who wasn't a champion, a 50-50 split when you have the audacity and the unmitigated gall to tell Terence Crawford that he's been taken advantage of. He's being manipulated. He's being finessed by Bob Arum and Top Rank. When it's you, in fact, who's being manipulated and finessed by Al Haymon. You only made $3 million. You gave up a 50-50 split to a man who wasn't a champion. And then you going to tell that man, Terence Crawford, that he don't deserve a 50-50 split when you gave Mikey Garcia a 50-50 split? You going to tell Terence Crawford that the only way he can fight you is if he signs with Al Haymon and PBC. So you want to dictate what this man can work for, who he can work with, who's his promoter. You want to dictate terms of Terence Crawford when not only is he a champion, he's making more than you in his last fight. He made $5.5 million. You made $3 million. He got more on the pay-per-view back end, which what I'm hearing sold over 200,000 pay-per-view buys. You got a lot of people out here lying with this 150K number, which is a lie because I talked to Dan Rafael at MGM at the Golovkin-Canelo fight, and he assured me that the fight did over 200,000 buys, and he will be releasing an article about the figures of the fight and the gate numbers and all that. But yeah, so I find it interesting to see that Errol Spence out here talking about Terence Crawford's business, saying that he's being finessed, he ain't making the right amount of money, when that man is making more than you. Made $5.5 million in his last fight. You only made $3 million, whatever you got on the back end, pay-per-view back end. And he got more on the pay-per-view back end than you got on the back end. He got a 55% split. You only got a 50% split to a guy who wasn't a champion. And you want to tell a champion he don't deserve 50%? So how does Terence Crawford not deserve 50% when you gave Mikey Garcia, who wasn't a champion, 50%? This looks to me that Errol Spence don't want to fight. You talking about he got to sign with Al Haymon and PBC. He ain't getting 50-50. All I'm hearing is excuses. All excuses. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about Terence Crawford making more money than Errol Spence. Drop me a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe. I'm out.